I grew up on the Gold Coast here in Queensland. My initial sort of introduction to the industry come through my father, who has always trained a couple of horses at the Gold Coast throughout his life. So we never had a big stable or a particularly fast horse, but he was always one of those knockabout guys that was at the track there with a horse or two for years and years. And so I used to spend my mornings and weekends down at the track with him and caught the bug there. So I started out as a work experience kid at Woodlands Stud in the Hunter Valley. So through a friend of my brother's, I used to fly down there on the school holidays, and the first couple of school holidays were work experience, and then that progressed to sort of casual work during the school holidays and the Christmas break. And after I graduated high school, I sort of packed up the car and moved down there and started full time, yeah. I was there at Woodlands for about 5 years, including the transition from when Woodlands was bought and became Darley, which is a really interesting period to be involved in. I still credit sort of a lot of what I learnt and a lot of my experience from that period is what I tap on every day still. It's just a fantastic operation, and I was really lucky to be educated in that operation by some very key people. From there, a group of us from Woodlands came up to Glenlogan as a management team, and we ran Glenlogan for a few years. And then across to a nominations and bloodstock role at Patnack in Queensland, where I developed a lot of the clients and broodmare owner contacts that I have today. A lot of those clients have been with me since then. They're really, really loyal, great people, and we're very thankful to them for sticking with us. The last sort of 5 years or 4 years before I came to be here, I developed and ran a farm here in Queensland called River Junction. And we had a sort of boutique band of broodmares and a band of racehorses that we raced primarily with Tony Gollan here in Brisbane. And River Junction is still a very big part of Telemon's business today. They're probably our biggest clients. So a lot of the River Junction mares, all the River Junction mares, will come and foal down here with us and return back in foal, and we'll look after a lot of the conformational stuff on the young foals before they return back to the River Junction farm. So it's great to have sort of those previous employers and contacts remain with me as a big part of our current business. Dan and Ray Fletcher were some of those clients that I met during that time the nominations role at Patnack, and so we'd kept in contact across the sales and a few different platforms over the years since we first met. And Dan and I were talking about this property and sort of how Telemon was coming about, and the timing just fit for me to step in and run the farm for him. It's a property that's had a lot of names since it was first developed. As you talk to the people, and they'll mention that. So first it was Noble Park for the Morans, and then Race Tree, and then Eliza and Son Stud leased it for a lot of years during the period when Dan purchased it. But the funny thing is that the one common theme across all those names is constant success, and that's the feedback you get when you speak to trainers and bloodstock agents about horses coming from the property. Is they have a lot of confidence in the type of animal that can be bred and raised here, and that comes from the history of the good horses that have come off this farm. Our goal is to continue building on that great record of racehorses produced from here. I can see us developing a really premium band of broodmares that live here on the farm, owned both by us and in conjunction with our clients. That process, as you said, we've been going for 8 months, and that process has already started with a number of partnerships in mares with clients, and that's our way of improving the level of our bloodstock and helping bring our clients along on that journey of improving our level of investment and quality. I can see us continuing to focus on improving the quality of the band of mares here, and sending some more successful stallions like the property has as well. We are quite a small farm, so family's definitely involved. So my wife Beth, she runs our office and does our administration, and my two kids, Lachlan and Sarah, are absolutely mad keen on getting out of the house and onto the feed run with Dad. So most weekends we try and spend a bit of time out in the farm with them together. So they're big fans of jumping in the buggy and going to feed some horses with us. I've got a massive soft spot for Lonhro from the time that I used to look after him. He was just a very intelligent horse to handle, and he's probably a horse that I watched racing while I was still at school that sort of really got me hooked on it.